everybody. This is Card Dungeon, a roguelike, card-based roguelike. I think it's fairly unique. I think it's fairly interesting. Let's look at the graphics options. Of course, modes, the resolution can change. Anti-aliasing, which seems to stick at 4 for some reason. Bloom and SSAO. Only things you can change in there. And volume for music and effects. So that's all you can change with that. But how exactly do you play the game is what you're wondering. So you're normally thrown into a random dungeon in one of the I think 7 dungeon areas, and just play like a roguelike. Tap where you want to go and open a door, random monsters appear. They're random monsters specific to that dungeon. And I absolutely love these lava interruptions. The way that attacks are set up, if you use one attack too much, you will actually end up not being able to use it after a while, because it's based on cards, and after using the cards so many times, it just degrades. And whenever you're looking through stuff, you can pick just random cards that you can get. I don't want that. And mana and health regen. If you were to have, or if you find something like this, it will heal 8 for health and mana, but not move. Which, whenever you go into this menu, it automatically goes to help. So it automatically shows you everything that you need to know. How cards are working. I haven't bothered with tips and tricks and this stuff though. But the way I found easiest, keep one healing item and have something very overpowered. Oh yeah, you also get gold for the shop that appears every 3 or so levels. This, for example, in my opinion, is extraordinarily overpowered. I love it. You will also run into stuff like that. In order to deselect something, because it will be selected, just drag it back down. This is a mobile to PC port, so you would assume the graphics aren't that great. You can zoom all the way in, and it actually looks really nice. The way the battle system works, and just using the cards though. So this costs 10 mana. I have 40 in total right now. And I can have it selected to just move one tile at a time, or deselect it and move multiple tiles. Zoom all the way out and you'll be able to see everything. Like I was saying earlier, with cards being degraded over time, there's only one way I know of to actually fix them, is these altars right here. And whenever you go to an altar, adds 10 defense, okay. And that's another thing. You can get helmet, chest armor, belt, pants, shoes, gloves, and a weapon, which I actually don't know how to use. I assume if you pick one of the melee attacks, you'd be able to actually use it. And of course, there are always just random traps spewing about, which I have to step over to get into exit this area. but I'm not going to use that shrine just yet because I don't have anything that actually needs repairing yet. And I'm going to try going through this entire level to show pretty much the entire what you would expect from the game. But with it being card based and with everything just looking like they are cards that you can just slide onto the little pedestal thing, I find that fairly cool myself. I like that aesthetic. But from what I've seen, if you have a good play, like if you play through and get good drops like what I've gotten so far, you will have one hell of a good time. If you get bad drops, like just terrible weapons, or you're stunned like me and you fuck up like that, whenever stunned, you can still move around, but you can't attack. I am going to die, aren't I? Oh no, I have 47. So burn them, hope that they're stupid, and they stay in it. Or that. And they just kill themselves pretty much. He has 1 health, he has 5. I believe he is still burned, so I won't bother with him. Whenever looking through loot around you, you can just pick as much up as you want and still go on. Knowledge gems are something I'm going to show after I either die or finish this level, because whenever you pick up a knowledge gem, you're actually able to unlock more stuff you can put in for your Crusader. And by put in, I mean alter some good traits that you get and some bad traits that you get. But as you can tell, this card looks fairly worn compared to this one, which is the same exact thing. If I'm lucky enough, whenever I click the shrine, I will get blessed by the lords, which will automatically restore all these cards to what they were before, the best they can be. But if I get bad draw, or bad luck with it, then it will curse me. And if I get cursed, I get damaged. And I was lucky, I get a blessing. What is that guy? Also, whenever the enemy is going through their turn, you can see exactly what attack they did. Teleport burst. Okay, this is what it does. Okay. And I can go burn him. He's dead within 2 turns, so I don't have to worry about him. Dead. I should put down more lava in this area just to take out that skull, because that zombie's temporary. I don't have to deal with him. He's just there to be there for now, so I don't really care about him. I can still kill him though. But after I'm done picking up the loot here, yeah, let's go back to the main menu. The way that knowledge gem works, whenever you pick one up, you can, okay, I don't know what this card does. I have that card, this card, and this card. This is the default one. This is the one you start with. These 2 I unlocked over time. Let's see what this does. Crusader's Eye. While trying to collect and spot water sports. Okay. Whenever you pick up knowledge gems, you're able to unlock more trait cards so that you can use in the game. Whenever you go through this, you actually have to make a new game. More gold than normal. but I'll use that, and I'll just unlock the rest of these. Which means I can actually go back and finish unlocking more of them. So that means I'll pick this one, which will make the cards I can use last longer. No, when you're making a new game, you always have to go through, pick a good trait, which you will probably like, and a bad trait, which will probably screw you over. I don't know if this one would work with one I have set up, so I'm not going to use that. I think if anything I'll do laziness, because movement, in my opinion, isn't that effective, or isn't that, not effective, isn't that bad to you. So you start the game, and every time you go into one of the 3 levels it sets up, it automatically brings up the story. And you always start with the same 3 cards. Flesh for Steel, Heal, and Shock Blast. So always expect to have those 3 when starting. And whenever you start the game, you have nothing. No armor, no extra weapons. You can check what cards you have by clicking the plus and minus button though, which I thought was neat. Didn't mean to click that. And it's set up just like what I was doing before the new game. But I have far less health and far less actual, in my opinion, good attacks. But whenever you find the boss, you will normally have to kill the boss along with like a group of minions that'll just be in the same room. That's cool. 1 regeneration for health. And whenever you kill a monster, there's always a chance for it to drop loot. Always check almost everywhere on the map. Like this puddle, for example. It could have had loot in it. And you'll probably notice there's a slight X. If you can see it, there's a slight X on that tile and this tile. Those could be traps or good for you, like healing spots. If you're hesitant, do not go by them at all. If you see them, don't go by them. Like, yeah, that was good. That healed me. But it might not always heal you. It might hurt you sometimes. But the way the game plays, I like how fluid and smooth it feels. And if you were wondering about any of your enemies, you can actually click on them and see a description of them. Not a health and mana thing, which I would have liked, but that's still pretty neat. That's one thing I would recommend that they add in. But every time you kill something, loot, always a chance for something good to drop, or something bad. But would I recommend this? Would I say it's worth it? Well, the retail price is $9.99, or your regional equivalents, $9.99 US dollars. Would I say I would recommend it and buy it for that? Yeah, I would recommend it. It feels like a good game. And from what I've played through, that last Crusader I was playing, I got to stage 4-1. And there's only 7 stages in total. So I was halfway through the game. And I enjoyed what I was playing. I would say it is worth it to buy. But that's everything. What do you guys think? Have you played this on mobile before? And that'll be everything. See ya.